Have you ever thought this, or maybe just actually said this to your husband? I want you to step up. I want you to chip in. I want you to help out a little bit more. Here's the real question to consider. Are you the one subconsciously stopping him?
Ooh, moms are listening now, wives are listening now. Today, where women sometimes go wrong when he's willing, even trying, to step in your shoes. Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend is here. Yes. Yeah, those lines, I want you to pitch in, I want you to do more, never really said in a marriage, right?
Never. Never even heard those this week. I hear them every day of my life, and I can't wear her shoes because her feet are small.
We're glad of that, actually.
I've tried. Yeah. Then she came home, and then, you know, it was
Sometimes
awkward.
the slippers. Slippers are a little bigger.
Slippers are a lot bigger.
Those, you know?
But this shouldn't be hard, right?
Shouldn't be.
But it is. Now, have you ever experienced it? No, I mean, not to be on point here.
No, my wife, frequently. But sometimes I get in my own world and I'm doing my own stuff, and I sometimes become oblivious to, or forgetful of things that she does on a daily basis.
No, you're faking it. You're pretending like you're an ignoramus.
Oh.
I pretend it well, though.
Because that's what they think. They think we really don't want to participate. And half the time we do, we just didn't know you wanted it now. Right now, you want me to participate? So here's an example, okay? We're going to give you some role plays, some scenarios. Okay, the first scenario is the rule of unwritten rules. So let's just say, hypothetically, a dad goes and picks up a kid at soccer because mom asked him to. He waits in his car listening to the radio. Okay, the kid gets in the car, both kids get in the car, whatever. Another kid you didn't even know was coming gets in the car. You drive this kid home, you get home, you talk to your kids, you feel like you've bonded, life is great, wife meets you in the driveway, and the first thing she says is, how'd it go? Everyone's excited. We bought them Slurpees because you love them.
That's a good day.
You're bonding.
Yeah, you're bonding, and then she's like, what took you so long? Well, we had to get a Slurpee, and we had to take whatever his name was home. Didn't even know he was coming. And, well, why did you take him? You didn't need to take him. Well, I know, but he just got in the car, and he said he needed a ride, so I just assumed we'd take him because he just... Well, what if his mother's there? I don't know. But we took him, so it's good. And he got a Slurpee, too. And now I'm home, and she's like, so when's the next practice? And I'm like, ask the kids, because I didn't go talk to the coaches. Well, you need to talk to the coaches. So all of a sudden, all these rules come out. These rules about who you can take, who you can't take, what's allowed, what's not allowed. You don't need to buy him a Slurpee. If you buy him a Slurpee, now I need to buy him Slurpees after every practice. Well, no, you don't, but I just love him more. So I'm going to buy him a Slurpee. You just beat him. Do whatever you want to do. But so all of a sudden, there's all these rules. I thought I was doing a great job. But there's all these things that I violated that I didn't even know was a violation. I thought we were more winging this stuff. But apparently it's not. There's real rules here.
There's a rule book.
So imagine that I thought I did a great job and I get home and all of a sudden, no. You violated 6 of the unwritten rules for driving to soccer. And now she has to spend all night correcting that.
So we got to throw some of those unwritten rules maybe out the window.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have to, maybe there aren't rules. Maybe there's just ways of doing things.
Or maybe just verbalize what the unwritten rules are. I mean, as a guy, I'm doing that. Because I think every guy's been in that situation. And we're doing what we think is a great, wonderful thing.
Right.
Not realizing that there are these and even if there are good rules that we just don't know about, we don't know about them. So tell us or something.
Right. And then, and maybe it's how you tell us. I mean, let us at least finish the Slurpee. Can we finish our Slurpee first?
Big gulp down, and then we can talk about
Slurpee.
it. Okay.
That's the first one. Second scenario is being disciplined for disciplining your children. So a lot of moms want dads to be more involved, right? And then dads are kind of weird. Maybe we don't pick up quite on the discipline that needs to be done or the way you think it needs to be done. But there's some things that we may have learned, like don't ever treat a woman this way. You don't. So if I heard my son, for example, saying something to my wife that I never could have said to my mother, I might go off. And not even like mean, violent, hurt somebody, but do not say that to your mother and start getting on him. And then she might say, you don't need to yell. Okay, I know I don't, but this is important. And it wasn't even a big deal. And then she might even dismiss that it's not a big deal, he didn't mean, so she starts giving him the benefit of the doubt. And now all of a sudden, you want my discipline, and now you're disciplining me. It's weird. Now, again, if we're there's better ways to discipline than yelling, obviously. So if we're going to correct each other, let's not do it in front of the kids. Let's maybe correct us behind the scenes after you've told us, thanks for sticking up for me and my honor, honey, because my son was violating my honor by calling me whatever. let's talk about it behind closed doors, not necessarily in front of the kids. Disciplining is a big deal. And in a weird way, this is where the male ego starts to get involved, and this is where shame starts to come in. So, especially when we don't handle it well, maybe just, again, teach us slowly, be a little more patient, let us learn it, and maybe we don't have to learn everything in front of the children. If you want us to do more, allow us to do more. Make sense?
Goes back to the unwritten rules.
Disciplining, when you're disciplined like your child, it's not good.
Not fun.
It feels weird.
Yeah. Okay.
The last one, you ready for this last one? Scenario number 3, my favorite. Sure, I want your help. Just make sure you do it your way.
Do you think this is the biggest catch-all that women set themselves up for?
Or do it my way, right?
Yeah, that's actually doing it my way. So,
yeah.
But the funny thing is, imagine the dad that gets home late. He hardly is home. He's finally home. The wife's complained for years. I really just want your help more around the house. Let's just say he finally got it together. Had dinner, had time with the family, started a game, 7 o'clock. Family game time, we're going to have a family event. So he's creating this family event. And it goes past the bedtime into 9:15, let's say. Let's say it's supposed to be a bed at 8:30.
Having a good time.
Having a good time,
playing the game.
bonding, loving each other. Remember, men bond in activity. So this is a really cool way for him. He's feeling really good about it. And then you start nagging, not nagging, because that's just the word a man would use. You just start complaining. You just start complaining. Like, come on, the kids have got to go to bed. Correcting with a whine in your voice. And I'm ruining it.
You're in trouble.
Whining correction. All of a sudden, I thought I was doing a great thing again. We're having fun. Everyone's loving it. We're totally engaged, but you're done. Because at 8:30, it's Facebook time. So these kids need to be in bed. So I can get on Facebook, and it becomes more of a schedule and a structure and a timeline instead of a connection, which is the thing you've been telling me for years you wanted.
Right.
So I finally get it right. So one of the rules is identify when I'm doing it well. Don't just notice when I'm not, and don't just be amazed that I am doing anything, but when I am doing something, notice that it's happening. And even if it goes over and ruins the time for bed, the bedtime, let it happen.
Let it happen.
Relax your grip and let it happen. Because if we let it happen, then we have something to talk about. Honey, I loved how you did that. Those kids were mesmerized for 4.5 hours till midnight. Way to go. And we need to get them to bed earlier, too. So let's do that again tomorrow night. Let's just focus on getting them to bed earlier.
And you say this comes down to more. Just getting more of what?
More patience with us. More understanding of how we're doing it. We're doing it our way. It's not on your radar. And more importantly, maybe most of all, is know that there's more ways to do all of this than your way. There's 50 ways to skin a cat if you're going to skin cats. I don't know why we are, but there are. And if you're going to be skinning them, you got to know there's more than just your way to do it. There's more than your way to pick someone up. My kids will have a fun time on the way home. If that's the way I do it, can we just let it be? And then maybe you can pick up the Slurpee the next time. And maybe I can get them to bed earlier. But part of it is, we're a team on this. It's not either or, don't dichotomize.
Yeah.
More.
If we're fitting into your shoes, they might not fit perfectly. So be okay if one of our
toes may hang out on the side.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
The flip-flops.
Gnarly curly
so
toes.
the man's analogy. Okay, if you love this chat and you want more, Matt is offering free online training.
I have got, this is a brand new thing. This is the neatest thing.
Exciting.
Online training where it's free. You go to Starved Marriage, right there's the shot, starvedmarriage.com. You can see my hotness right there. And you enter your name and your email. And all you do, enter it in, and we send you this training that goes through communication, starved versus smoked, gets into predicting your patterns of communication, helps you come up with solutions, full packed with great content, free as ever.
Nice.
If you ever wanted more after, you can always get more, but it's free as ever. And what we're trying to do is impact, here's my deal. I want to impact as many lives as I can. Millions, no more just dozens. I want millions of lives.
Ouch.
I want to impact millions of people with this, so we're giving it free. So if you know somebody that needs help, get it to them.
Very cool.
Okay.
Very
kids.
cool.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Matt.
Matt.